Alright, hey guys, it's me again, and we're talking about Bonewidow again. The cursed slide attack mech just keeps getting worse. After I released my initial video on her, DE released a dev workshop and a rework literally the next day. And I put it off just because using the mech and leveling the mech, especially without thermia fractures available, is a fucking horrible experience. And no one wanted to do thermia fractures with me while they were up. Awesome. Oh, did I forget to mention that you still lose XP on host migration for Bonewidow? Anyways, let's quickly go over the changes. Starting with the first ability, Meat Hook. Meat Hook is actually good now. In fact, it's better than her shield. Meat Hook lunges less now, but honestly, it shouldn't have a lunge at all. And it no longer costs energy if you miss. It only costs energy when you actually grab something. Now, you can't grab heavy units anymore, aka units that are immune to knockback or knockdowns. This is because they could actually still attack you while you grab them. But now when your grab does damage, that damage is converted into healing, which sounds weak, but it's actually a lot of healing. Almost enough to outlast Profit Taker's main gun entirely. However, after a while, the healing will eventually stop, so you can just throw that target away for no extra energy cost, which is awesome. Shield Maiden, on the other hand, is so bad it's a detriment to you, even when it's not active. This is due to the new Shield Bash functionality. You can now use the Shield Bash with your gun, so not just your 4. This will replace your normal melee, but the mods on Iron Bride don't apply to it unless Iron Bride is active. That and the Shield Bash still costs energy, and it's currently bugged and will hijack both of your melee buttons, as well as apply its properties to the sword, making Iron Bride cost energy per swing as well as energy per second. And it gets rid of the last 2 hits in the combo, so you only have 1 attack. This happens most often when you exit Bonewidow with Iron Bride still active. Now, to fix this, all you need to do is activate and disable the shield, but if you dare slam attack or press right click, the bug comes right back. Good thing the best way to use Iron Bride is to slide attack, but you don't always have fuel for boosting, so you'll eventually have to start using the standard melee combos, which will use a lot more energy than it should. Also, the shield has damage reflect now, so unless you're using Banshee, you're going to get destroyed by the enemy Bonewidows now, just like you would against a Storm Shroud Void Rig. Firing line is supposed to lift enemies now, which is terrible, but it also makes enemies take 1.5 times more damage when lifted. Also, it works on friendly NPCs. I don't know why it does this though. And finally, Iron Bride still did not receive the base damage buff that it was supposed to get, though Iron Bride is supposed to be an explosive sword, so maybe it only applies to the last hit in the combo. Speaking of the last hit in the combo, that ragdolls enemies now, which is awful, since ragdoll changes drastically with latency, and it also has more aim assist on swings, but this doesn't fix the fact that you'll still lunge past enemies. Also, I thought DE would catch this before release, but silly me, when has DE ever caught anything before release? If you press forward while activating your 4, you'll be locked in place and you can't turn anywhere, and you'll be stuck going forward until the animation ends. And if you do this over a ledge, you can actually just walk in the air. And honestly, I thought this was so obvious that DE would have fixed this annoyance by now, but I guess not. But yeah, so instead of having 1 usable ability, you have 2. Meat Hook is great now, but it still takes too long to wind up, and Iron Bride is still only okay against level 40 armored infested. Bonewidow is still bad, and also Void Rig is getting even more buffs. So, like I said in the last video, stay away from this mech. It's cursed, and it's not worth the effort maxing out. But I did anyways just for mastery, and it's a really painful slog. Anyway guys, that's all from me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.